It is so super creamy. The salt is just perfect. That's it. That's it. Hey y'all, welcome to Heritage Ways. I'm Miss Katie, and this is our first video in our new location, our new home, our long-term temporary home. Let me explain that in a minute, but I'm also going to show you how you can make an easy, oh my word, it's the easiest tomato soup with 2 ingredients in 2 minutes. It's healthy, it's delicious. Stay tuned. I'm Miss Katie, and this is Heritage Ways, where we honor home, celebrate heritage, and spread hope. Welcome. If you're new to us, we welcome you here. We are so happy you're here. We hope you'll make yourselves at home both here and on our Instagram account and at our website, www.heritageways.com, where I have all sorts of menu lists and recipes and information about our family and where you can buy my cookbook and on and on. Well, welcome. If you're not new, if you've been walking life with us for quite some time, welcome. And you'll recognize this as our new home, long-term, temporary. We have moved from Middle Tennessee to mid-Ohio. I'm not gonna lie, it's been emotional, but that doesn't mean it's negative. We have done what we felt like the Lord has led us to do, and so we have a peace about that. But I'm not going to say it's not been hard to move from the state where we live for 50 something years and to our new home state of Ohio. We are here at a camp, and it's a place that is Mr. Patient's working for us to be able to live here, and we are so super thankful and grateful for this peaceful, serene atmosphere where we get to live until we find the homestead, the farm that the Lord wants us to have here in this Amish country. So from Middle Tennessee to mid-Ohio Amish country, here we are. Today for lunch, I am making a simple tomato soup. We've been making this for quite some time. It does require a high-powered blender. Now, we use a Vitamix. You can see this is stained from many years of smoothies and peanut butter. It's not dirty, it's just stained. But we have loved this thing. We've had it probably, probably at least 16 years. And we have used this thing. I'm telling you, our son Owen, our third son Owen, loved it so much when he was living at home, when we had our previous farmhouse, our last farmhouse. And he made smoothies in this nearly every day, to the point that one year for Christmas, we bought him a refurbished Vitamix. So this is a tall one. You can get the compact ones. Now, full disclosure, we are Amazon influencers, and this is on our Amazon link, but, you know, feel free to get it wherever you can find it at the best bargain. But I do want to tell you that you can get a compact one now, and it fits under your cabinet. This is too tall to fit under a standard kitchen cabinet. It's just too tall. We have to separate it, even in a regular farmhouse, not to mention where we have to store it in the RV. But this thing has we bought this one new. We've never had any problems with it, and we love this thing. So yes, I would recommend a Vitamix if you can afford it, or a refurbished one. But if you have some other sort of brand of high-powered blender, that's fine too. So this is a simple tomato soup I've been making for quite some time. Y'all need to decide if it fits into your diet. I don't know about the keto and all that, but it's just a can of tomatoes. Now, this is organic crushed tomatoes with basil because that's what I have. Also have stewed tomatoes. Now, I want to give you a tip. I want to tell you one thing about when you're buying canned tomatoes. When you buy the whole tomatoes, you're getting more of a top-notch tomato product. And then the ones that are broken or maybe, you know, less desirable, they make those into the crushed tomatoes and the diced and the petite diced. So if you do want to get a more desirable, if that makes sense, tomato for your products, get the whole tomatoes, because this is basically the scraps from the ones that were a little bit less desirable, but still I get both. So this is an organic crushed tomatoes with basil. Now you can get plain. I just dump that in my Vitamix. Now I will have to use for the 5 of us, we're having tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, so I will have to use 2 of these. So I'm simply putting my can of tomatoes, get the spatula, I don't like to waste. So you can get it with or without it's whatever kind of tomatoes you want, with or without the peppers or the onions or the basil or the whatever. They have all kinds of tomatoes sold in stores nowadays. And you can, I've not tried this particular method with my home canned tomatoes. I do have a tomato soup recipe for my home canned tomatoes that I love, but this is super easy. Then about for this size of can of tomatoes, I'm going to use probably 2 to 4 tablespoons of whipping cream. You could use half and half too. I'm gonna do 4. That's it, y'all. That is it. I'm gonna do a pinch of salt, which you already have in your, it's 2 pinches, which you already have in your cabinet, your pantry, so it's not counted in your ingredients necessarily. I'm gonna do a pinch of coarse black pepper, 2 pinches. So 2 pinches of salt, 2 pinches of coarse black pepper. And then I'm just going to turn it on. Now the way this Vitamix works, it can make ice cream, and it can go the other extreme and make hot soup. And it's all about the temperature. So I'm going to turn this on all the way, flip it to the number 10, and then flip it to high. All that's going to be, you know, quick, quick, quick like that. 1, 2, 3. And then it's going to start steaming out the top, and that's when I know it's ready. Easy peasy. Alright, I didn't really time it, but that was about 2 minutes, at the most 3. So it's steaming. Oh, fell off. It's steaming. Look at that. I'm going to taste it, but it's super hot. While it's cooling, I'll tell you, I'll put a link down in the description box for a Vitamix on our Amazon page. But like I said, I mean, find it the most economical place you can find it. While this is cooling, I will tell you, if you're curious about what an Amazon influencer is, or why many of your social media or your YouTube friends mention it, Many of us are Amazon influencers, and all that means is we tell you about products on Amazon, or we provide a link for you to use when you're already doing your Amazon shopping anyway. So if you use our link, we get a tiny portion or a tiny commission from Amazon at no cost to you, but just for us pushing business their way. So if you're already going to buy, you know, something, and we don't have to mention it necessarily, but if you're already going to buy it and you use our link, it actually helps us. And I have a goal of piano lessons for the children, restarting those using my income from Amazon and YouTube. All right, I'm going to taste this. It is so super creamy. That's it. Salt, 2 ingredients. Actually, I could add a little bit more salt. But that's it. Now, if you wanted to add herbs, if you wanted to add garlic powder, if you wanted to add a pat of butter. But I'm telling you, for our weekly grilled cheese and tomato soup, this is perfect. The family's going to love it. I have some, here comes Mr. Patient, home for lunch. He's working here at the camp, but he drives his truck around because it's 40 acres. I have some local rye bread, and I'm going to make some grilled cheese out of this rye bread made here at a local Amish bakery. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit subscribe, y'all, because we're going to be bringing you more and more from Ohio Amish country. Let's raise the camera, and y'all say bye to Mr. Patient. We have to raise the camera for him. Oh, I didn't realize I was so red. It's hot out here. Oh, and somebody's going to say, why are you having grilled cheese and tomato soup on a hot day? Because hot food's hot food, right? You can come on. Whether it's you know, a plate of meat and 3 or whatever. So I just told them how to make the simple tomato soup.
That's good.
And
that's
so,
good stuff.
Yes, here, let him taste it for you and see his opinion. Oh, and also on the Vitamix.
I know my opinion.
Also on the Vitamix on this tomato soup. So this might sit here a minute, but I can still put it back on and kind of reheat it. See, isn't that good? 2 ingredients, 2 minutes, and we're going to eat. Y'all hit subscribe. Make sure you ring the little bell that says notifications and click all so that you get my daily community tab posts. And we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.